What's up guys, I am Siddhant, you're watching Siddhant India. Welcome back to my new video. और guys, आज की वीडियो में मैं आप लोगों को बताने वाला हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बारे में सब कुछ. जो भी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको चाहिए सब इन्फॉर्मेशन इस वीडियो में होगी. और अगर आपको स्टडी अब्रॉड करना है तो भी आपको सारी की सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन इसमें मिल जाएगी. आपको ये वीडियो ज़रूर देखनी चाहिए अगर आप बाहर पढ़ना चाह रहे हो तो. और ये वीडियो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेटिव होने वाली है. ये मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि ये वीडियो शूट हो चुकी है. इसका स्टार्टिंग का पार्ट मैं बाद में शूट कर रहा हूँ. और इस वीडियो में मैं इंटरव्यू लेने वाला हूँ रुचिका एंड राहुल का, जो कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में स्टूडेंट्स है. वो बताएंगे कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में स्टडी कैसे होती है, क्या प्रोसेस होता है, जॉब मार्केट कैसी है, रीजनल यूनिवर्सिटी और टॉप एट यूनिवर्सिटी में क्या फ़र्क होता है, सब कुछ बताने वाले. और राहुल ने एक एनालिसिस भी करा हुआ है क्योंकि वो बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स का स्टूडेंट है और उसने पूरा एनालिसिस करा हुआ है कि कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी अच्छी है क्यूएस रैंकिंग के हिसाब से. उनका लिंक भी मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल रहा हूँ, आप वहाँ जाके देख सकते हैं पूरा प्रोसेस एनालिसिस का. और इस वीडियो को लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखना. ये वीडियो बहुत ही बड़ी होने वाली है इसलिए मैंने इसके दो पार्ट बनाए हैं. एक पार्ट मैं अभी डाल रहा हूँ और सेकंड पार्ट बाद में डालूंगा. तो और अगर आप इस चैनल पर नए हो तो इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना. और मेरी वीकली एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए आप मेरे को इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो कर सकते हो. लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो. First of all, Ruchika, can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Ruchika. I've graduated from Masters in Business Analytics from Deakin University, Melbourne, and it was a 2-year course.
And Rahul, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, this is Rahul Bharatwaj. I'm pursuing my Masters of Business Analytics at Monash University.
So, Rahul, why you chose specifically Australia for your masters?
When I started researching, I wanted to go to Canada, Ireland, or Australia for my Masters. And I just got to know that a lot of my seniors from school had actually come to Australia, and I knew a lot of people. And one of my cousins and one of my mom's cousins, they're living in Perth and Sydney. So it is a good thing to go to a place and know people already, so that you have a good network of connections. That will help a lot. And also a lot of universities in the group of 8 are ranked within the top 100 in the world. So that was the two main reasons why I chose to come to Australia.
Right. So Ruchika, why you chose Australia for your studies?
I think many people could actually relate with my story. Initially, I started preparations for MBA and I tried cracking IIMs. That was my aim, but I couldn't actually do it. So I tried other options. What कि मैं और क्या कर सकती हूँ? तो my sibling suggested कि why don't I try MS in IT or some other field? And that was the time जब मैंने रिसर्च करना शुरू किया. एंड आई थिंक मेरा रिसर्च बहुत कम टाइम के लिए था. वेरी बिग मिस्टेक. रिसर्च इनिशियली शुरू करके प्रॉपर कॉलेजेस, प्रॉपर कोर्सेज, क्योंकि बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस एक्चुअली अवेलेबल है मार्केट. आई मीन इफ यू ट्राई फॉर मास्टर तो इतनी सारी कंट्रीज ऑप्शंस है, इतनी सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज. यू ओपन योरसेल्फ टू सो मेनी यूनिवर्सिटीज. सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि यू डू योर रिसर्च and not be dependent on the counselors or somebody else suggesting you something. क्योंकि सब लोग बहुत common standard चीज suggest करते हैं कि analytics कर लो, सब कर रहे हैं आजकल. तो that is a very big mistake. You do your own research. I'm happy with what I did because it was relevant to what I was actually working on. So that was then I had 3 options. I had like Canada or Australia in my list, and European countries too. I chose Australia because I think that was an easy way out for me. क्योंकि just a simple IELTS exam and it's very easy to get into it.
Just to add upon it, actually, incidentally, even I was studying for CAT, but I did not try it for 1 year. I just got to know that it was going to be really hard to get into a university wherein now lakhs of people are competing for hundreds of seats. So I just started researching about masters abroad. And even before I gave my CAT exam, I had offers from Monash, Macquarie, Latrobe, Deakin, and all of these universities. So when that was the case, I just did not write my CAT itself, and I just chose to fly to Australia.
So Rahul, can you tell you are from which university and why you chose specifically for that university?
I'm doing my master's at Monash University right now. It is one of the top 8 universities in Australia. The group of 8, if you're researching about Australia, you'll know about it. Um, I think you have to look into the global reputation of a university and not just how well ranked it is within that region, because it might be in the top 10 or 15 in Australia, but the ranking range would be like 300 to 400 on a global scale within those 10 universities itself. So I thought it is a good idea to usually study in a better ranked university. Before I came to Australia, I heard a lot of people saying that the rank of the university doesn't matter and everyone is treated the same. But from the analysis that I made after I started studying business analytics in my university, I just got to know that actually the rank of the university does matter to the employer. Because the employer reputation goes down as the ranking of the university goes down, and that is something in general. You can never generalize that. You can't get placed in a nice company if you're not in the group of 8. That is not the case. But generally, if you are studying in a good ranked university, it will be an advantage, is what I felt, and that is why I chose Monash.
Okay, and what about you, Ruchika?
I studied from Deakin University, which actually is not in top 8. But I did get an offer from Monash University. पर वो Masters of Information System में था, and recently Monash has started with business analytics.
Yeah, I think my course is the pilot course for business analytics, and it wasn't there at Monash before. So it started in Feb 2020, and it is exactly what I was expecting, and it is really good. The coursework is good at Monash.
Okay.
So with Deakin, when I started, that was one challenge कि टॉप 8 में बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स ढूंढना हो तो या तो मुझे सिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज करनी पड़ती या तो मुझे यूनिवर्सिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज करनी पड़ी. तो वन ऑफ द टू. तो आई चोज लाइक जस्ट बिकॉज यूनिवर्सिटी समटाइम्स इट्स ओके इफ यू ग्रेजुएट फ्रॉम सम अदर यूनिवर्सिटी. तो मैंने डीकेन चूज किया, विच इज स्टिल ओके. इट इज इन टॉप 300. But yes, top 8 is a good option anytime, because the level of studies, the level of challenges which is thrown is different. Deakin, sometimes it's much easier to just crack it. So like if you have other commitments, so like other commitment and studies manage karna hai, so maybe don't go for top 8. But if you go for top 8, then your studies should be a priority, because it will be very difficult कि कुछ और भी साथ में करें. तब पूरा फोकस स्टडीज पे ही डालना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि उनकी असाइनमेंट्स उतने चैलेंजिंग.
Okay. And to add to that, actually, the main difference between the group of 8 and the non-group of 8, irrespective of the job market later on, I think just like Ruchika mentioned, the quality is like way ahead of the other universities that are not in the group of 8. Like for example, I just created my own R package for one of my assignments, and a lot of my peers who joined many other universities right here haven't learned so much from the universities that are not from the group of 8. So yeah, just like Ruchika mentioned, if you're someone who's looking to study and just focus on studying, and I wouldn't say you can't do anything else. You definitely can do stuff, but if you're focused and you want to do something, and you're someone who really likes to work hard and do something, I think group of 8 is the better way to go.
Okay.
But there's one more challenge here. If you are part of, like if you try studying from group of 8, the money spent would be much higher than the other ones. So you'll have to consider सारे factors को consider करके best case you can just decide what is best for your case. So it can't be someone else deciding for you.
Okay, true, yeah. So just to clarify, राहुल को हिंदी आती नहीं है बोलने, इसलिए राहुल is speaking in English and रुचिका और मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में बात कर रहे हैं. I know इंग्लिश में थोड़ा कम ज्वाइन हो पाते हैं व्यूअर्स, हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों बोलो तो ज्यादा ज्वाइन होते हैं, बट राहुल को हिंदी आती नहीं है इसलिए ही speaking in English.
Yeah. I can try, but it look like I'm trying hard, and it won't be good. So
No, you don't have to try. It's fine.
because a lot of my friends who speak Hindi, they say that I don't have that fluent accent. I don't sound like a person who speaks Hindi. It sound like an American speaking an Indian language or something. They usually say I have an accent in Hindi as well because I've not spoken it before.
So my next question is like, what is the difference between top 8 universities and regional universities? इन दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या होता है? लाइक अगर कोई सर्च कर रहा है एंड ही वांट्स टू कम फॉर गुड यूनिवर्सिटी, या फिर उनको एक टॉप 8 यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन मिल रहा है और एक रीजनल यूनिवर्सिटी में मिल रहा है, तो उनको किस यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन लेना चाहिए?
Like Australia का सीन is you study for 2 years, you get 2 years of work visa. अब तक ऐसा था. अब ऐसा है कि if you graduate from regional area, you'll get 3 years of work visa. So anytime better कि आपको 3 years of work visa मिला if you graduate from regional universities. And if I just add up one more point, you also get 5 extra points for studying from regional universities when you apply for your permanent residence. So these are two very big advantage, which if you study from city, you won't get it.
Okay, so regional university से पढ़ना ज़्यादा अच्छा है according to you?
हाँ, but regional areas में challenges is कि you won't get part-time jobs or after graduating full-time jobs बहुत limited होगी. तो वो सारे challenges होंगे, but if you can think of a workaround, like, but if you get 3 years work visa, so you can travel anywhere in Australia to get to work in this 3 years.
To search a job, yeah.
Comparison with 3 years is much better.
Okay. And what is your opinion, Rahul?
When it comes to the group of 8 universities, actually there are some group of 8 universities in the regional areas as well. So they have really good curriculum, and you get to avail those 5 extra points for your PR as well. So I think the main difference between the group of 8 universities and the regional universities or the lower ranked universities is mainly the quality of education. It is more research oriented, and it is a little tougher in the group of 8. And when it comes to the financial factor, obviously the group of 8 is much more expensive compared to the non-group of 8. So these are the two factors that you will have to consider, and you have to think for yourself whether you want to study here for 2 years and work for some time and return. It doesn't matter where you study. You get to have those 2 years extra anywhere. But if you're someone who wants to settle back in Australia and stay here for a long time, I think going to the regional universities makes sense because those 5 PR points will be crucial in the end.
Right, true. So my next question is why you chose business analytics specifically for your masters?
So when I was researching about what masters I had to do, I was trying to do a lot of online courses and trying to get a lot of exposure as to what my interests are. I had a computer science background, and I did not want to be a full-time coder or something. So I just wanted to do with something that would have a mix of both business and whatever computer background I had. So I started researching about the country first. So I think the order in which you have to go in deciding where you want to study what is basically zero in on a country first, and then select what you want to study there, and then select the university you want to study that subject in. So while I was doing research, I was also looking at the job perspectives later on, obviously. So business analyst, data analyst, data scientist roles had a lot of openings all around the world actually, and also in Australia. So that was one of the factors why I chose business analytics for my masters. And also because I developed a personal interest towards converting data into visualizations and actually telling a story to people that is useful for them, and you can actually make business decisions using raw data. So that was something very interesting for me, data visualization and all of those. So these were the two major reasons why I chose Masters in Business Analytics.
Okay. And Ruchika, why you chose business analytics for your masters?
I was already working as a SAP Business Intelligence consultant. तो that was one reason कि मैं already introduced हो चुकी थी to the analytics world. And then when I started researching more, I found कि ये जो चीज है, it involves statistics, a bit of business, a bit of stakeholder and stakeholder engagement. ये सारी चीजें involve हो रही है. And I was very good, like मतलब मुझे maths personally बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद था. Statistics हो गया या ये like या फिर talking to people या stakeholder engagement, ये सारी चीजें. तो ये एक reason था कि और analytics I think it's worldwide and बहुत ज़्यादा booming था when I came. So that was one reason कि ऐसा था कि analytics करना है. But I wanted कि थोड़ा business touch भी हो, so I started looking out at subjects जो available थे. Data science is a very good option too. अगर hardcore coding बोलना हो या वैसे बोलना हो तो, but हाँ क्योंकि मैंने business analytics लिया, but electives I started taking from data science related things. कि machine learning हो गया, deep learning हो गया, तो these were the electives which I personally chose.
Okay.
Technically it's summers, but it's windy, so it's always.
Yeah.
It's summers in Australia.
Yeah.
तो winters
Now-
कब होती है? Like which month?
Does
Peak is July.
March? Oh yeah, like it starts from March
March
and
till I think
mid
September.
October.
Yeah,
Oh,
October.
it's like opposite of India or Ireland or.
It's like opposite to the entire world.
तो गाइज बस यही थी आज की वीडियो. होप करता हूँ आप लोगों को ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी, आपको बहुत इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली होगी. इसमें रुचिका और राहुल ने बहुत ही अच्छा बताया. थैंक्स रुचिका एंड राहुल फॉर ऑल द इन्फॉर्मेशन. और इस वीडियो का सेकंड पार्ट भी जल्दी आने वाला है. स्टे ट्यून्ड एंड इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो डोंट फॉरगेट टू हिट द लाइक बटन एंड लाइक करने का सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लेना. और सब्सक्राइब करते ही बेल आइकन दबा लेना ताकि मेरे लेटेस्ट अपडेट आपके पास सबसे पहले आए. सी यू गाइज इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो.